Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment we've been waiting for since yesterday. Lunch at Albany High School. Welcome to yet another unforgettable lunch. I'm Pike Goldschmidt reporting for Albany Student Broadcasting. It is Wednesday, March 14th, 2012, and we are live from the scenic Albany Atrium as the crowds are starting to flood down the stairway. We're going outside. It's going to be a packed lunch. We have quite a menu of food available in the lunchroom in the cafeteria. We got a storm brewing outside. We're going to find out what effect it's going to have on your afternoon sports games today. So let's see. We've got maybe about 100+ people already cramming in here. It's wet outside. It's cold. We're going to keep you warm. We're going to keep the broadcast flowing. And one of the first things we want to do, can't tell what the weather is outside. We're going to throw it out to our weather reporter, Josh Glatt. Josh, what's the weather looking like, buddy?
It's wet, and it's very cold. It's coming down from almost every direction. There's traffic that goes up the block. It's hard to see, but from our angle, it is. There's also a crowd ensuing behind me. Try to ignore that. It's very wet. I just made a friend, which is good. What's your name, sir?
My name is Yada Jones, and I attend Albany High.
What have you decided your classes for next year?
Oh, hell no, I ain't thought that far ahead.
Okay, well, if you're interested in joining the broadcast journalism class for next year, you could be doing this. How does that feel?
I'd love to do this.
All right, well, we've transformed from the weather to talking about next year's class selection.
That's a very good point there, Josh. And actually, if you're wondering, if you're standing in the hallway or watching this broadcast, why we're broadcasting a boring old lunch at Albany High, it's to advertise for our student broadcasting class, which will be here next year. I won't be in the class. I'm a senior. I will be graduating. But check out broadcast journalism. It's going to meet once a week after school. It's going to focus on behind and in front of the camera broadcasting skills. It'll be responsible for broadcasting live Albany events like sports, music performances, and other community events. And we're actually right now going to throw it to our ever-exciting gym cam lobby to see what's going on over there. And as you can see, a whole lot of nothing. We have a lot of people just standing around looking awkwardly at the camera that's moving slowly throughout the room. We don't see anybody carrying lunch yet, but looks pretty darn good. We have Tony Wang looking really awkwardly. He looks like a deer in the headlights. And we have a bunch of people throwing up the peace sign. Now, if you're wondering what the lunch is today, it's actually better than normal. We have deli sandwiches, garden bar, and the sandwich bar going, crispy chicken wrap, and a meatball sandwich, along with our vegetarian menu, which is a veggie meatball sandwich and salad bar with the ever-exciting juice, fruit, and milk. Josh, we want to get another weather report. How's it coming down out there?
Well, not much has changed. It's still raining. A little less than it was before. It's let up a little bit in the last 30 seconds.
Josh, if I can cut in there, buddy, it has been reported that Albany, the city of Albany, has released a low-risk flood warning. Can you comment on that?
Yeah, well, from what I'm seeing, it's behind me. It is starting to rise a little bit. Not very much, but it looks like it's very possible.
Oh, God. Well, we certainly don't want anything bad to happen. Another quick question. There are, let's see, 3 sporting events going on after school. We have JV and varsity baseball and women's varsity softball. All of them are playing against rival St. Mary's. Do you think the weather's going to have an impact?
Definitely. If it does stop raining, it's not going to look like the game is going to be very possible because the field is going to be muddy. It's been raining pretty much nonstop since yesterday, so that'll be hard to play through. But I'm assuming, just by what I'm seeing right now, it's not going to stop anytime soon. And since we get out in like an hour and a half, the game would start in about 2 or 3 hours. Well, it just doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Well, folks, we're going to go back to the gym cam, and let's see what's going on now. Ooh, yeah, still a whole lot of nothing. And we actually have released an exit poll finding out what people are thinking about lunch today. It's wet. We have a lot of people inside, a bunch of onlookers. For anyone who can hear my voice projecting very far, we do have an open mic if anyone would like to give this a try. Simone Hickman, you're looking at me right now. You should come up here. Josh.
Yep.
Any change in the weather?
It doesn't seem like it. It's still coming down hard. It's still really cold, and this is a degrading suit.
Oh, well, It is the storm cell. Is it going to pass through? Is it going south? Is there a high pressure system? What's going on? What is the Albany Student Broadcasting weather forecast for today?
Well, off my very minimal experience in terms of weather reporting, it looks like it's going to be here for a while. It is a cold front, like you said, and it's got some strength to it. It'll be moving down the coast as the day progresses, but it's still going to take a while to get through our area.
And what's the impact on the drought that's been hitting the region?
Well, the drought is, we are still in a huge deficit in terms of rain and water, but we are slightly making that up. We're going to need a lot more rain, though, if we want to get over this drought.
Is there going to be snow falling in the Sierras this weekend?
Yep, there is. This morning there were a couple of inches that fell in Heavenly Ski Resort and Squaw. But as locally, there shouldn't be any concern of snow like in Tilden, like there is on occasion.
Wonderful. Well, we'll check back with the weather update in just a minute. I'm now joined in the studio with partner in crime, a NCS champion wrestler. He finished 4th in NCS, got mollywopped in state. Daniel Arman, senior, how you doing?
I'm excellent, Pike. How are you?
Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. We're just broadcasting the ever-exciting lunch that's going on today. You're a senior. You're going to be graduating. If you weren't a senior, would you want to take this class next year?
I would love to take this class. It seems very exciting. Great opportunities. You get a very, very flexible schedule. Get to miss a lot of class. It seems sweet.
Another question I want to ask you. Do you love pie?
No. No,
Well,
I'm joking. I'm joking. I love pie. I love pie.
Well,
it's great. When I'm not dieting for wrestling, I eat pie all the time.
What do you like about rain? Do you like rain?
I hate rain. I feel depressed right now.
So, actually, on following up on that question about pie, did you know that you are part of the 99.3145% of people that love pie?
I'm not surprised at all. Who doesn't like pie?
Well, you should come out after school and join the other 99.3144% of people who support Pie Day, and come buy some pie that the Math Club will be selling. Come quick, though, because it's going to sell out fast.
That sounds great.
All right, let's do it. Well, thanks for stopping by, Daniel.
Bye, dude.
Looking good with the mic. Wish you could have done this earlier in the year.
All right.
Weather update with Josh Glatt.
Hi, okay. Not much has changed. It's still raining. Actually, it has a little bit. It's let up slightly. I'm still very cold, hence the shaking and the my speaking ability, which should be very evident now. Yeah. Looks like we have someone who can give us some insight. What do you think of the weather so far?
It's really rainy and cold, so I hate it.
What is your name?
Tabitha.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 9th. I'm a freshman.
Okay. Does any of this interest you that you've seen so far?
Not really.
None of it, not the cameras, the mics, the...
The camera kind of has a garbage bag on it, so it's kind of cool. Yeah.
Okay, would you be, if this was a class offered, would this be interesting? Would you take it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Well, you heard from one interested prospective student. Back to you, Pike.
Well, it appears now that there is a dumb marquee in the middle of the atrium. I can't tell in the gym, and we're going to check out what that's looking like. Can we throw it to the ever-exciting gym cam? No. Oh, here we go. That looks like it's stuck from Winter Sports. We support us. It's saying soccer game. Soccer ended last month, so something needs to be updated. If we can make a plea to the administration to fix that, be great. We're also now joined by another student in the broadcast booth. What's your name?
My name's Kyle.
Kyle, and what's your last name?
Corello with a Q.
Kyle Corello. What grade are you in?
I'm a freshman, 9th grade.
You're a freshman?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting because this class that we're advertising right now, broadcast journalism, is going to be offered to all grades next year, save freshmen. Fact check. Yes, we are right. Would you be interested in taking this class?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give you some reasons why you should take it. It's going to be offered. You can take it. It'll count as a regular class, and it only meets once a week for about 4 or 5 hours after school. 1 week, it's learning some skills and practicing things, and then the following week is an actual broadcast of something. Does that sound appealing?
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Who's your health teacher?
My health teacher, Miss Hudson.
What are you guys talking about in health?
Right now we're talking about sex education.
Sex education, always very interesting. Well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no problem.
and hopefully we'll see you in this class next year. We're going to now throw it out to Josh Glatt with another weather update.
Hi, Pike. Yeah, for the 4th or 5th, however many times this has been, I've lost count. My fingers have lost feeling, or in most of them at least.
Has the hypothermia set in yet?
Yeah, it is setting in. As you can see, cars are starting to get through, so traffic is letting up a little bit. But, and I see as I say that, it breaks. So the traffic down that extends all the way out to Portland is still very prevalent. It's cleared out a bit out here, mostly, I guess, due to the rain. But we still have some people coming out. So I guess they're braving it. They're braving the elements.
Yeah, we actually haven't had weather this bad in quite a while, so that's always interesting. We're now going to throw it back to our gym cam, see any updates that are going on in the gym. Can we get the gym cam? Ooh, an open door. That's always exciting. Well, we see some people holding an umbrella. I can't tell exactly, but it looks as though it is also raining on the north side of the school. That is the Thousand Oaks side. Your weather cam that you were seeing was the Key Route side, which I guess is the west side. This is actually an unusual thing that we are seeing. There is rain on both sides of the school. The school is only one square block, less than a square block actually, but there is rain on both sides of the school. So that's definitely something we need to keep you updated with as the lunch goes on. Anyway, we are now noticing the crowds are starting to dwindle a bit in the atrium. Wonder if there are any exciting things going on during lunchtime, some club activities as the water continues to pile up. If you're outside, stay dry, stay warm. If you live on Cornell, look out for flooding in your basement. Shout out to UP of Minquan. All right, we're getting another weather update with Josh Glatt. Josh, any changes in the weather?
Well, yeah, Pike, just to give you a perspective of what's happening with the rain. My shoe, I don't know if Zoli, our cameraman, can zoom in on this, but it's very shiny looking thanks to soaking up all the water that's fallen. It didn't start that way. And all around me in between the cracks, it's not quite flooded, but I can see why the flood advisory was issued. It can happen. Out here.
Where are your rain boots by chance, Josh?
I was not given any. I was tossed this degrading suit a couple minutes ago and sent out into the elements to try and brave them.
Well, you look very good in the.
Thank you.
Even though you think it's demeaning. Well, let me ask you something. How does it feel to be lonely standing in the rain? Is there a metaphorical idea associated with that?
You can search for one. You can definitely apply one to my case as you choose. I'm not going to because I try to boost my own self-confidence. But if anyone wants to, feel free to. You
have an interview subject standing to your right.
I do.
Can we find out more about that?
Yeah. What's your name?
Marika Rainey.
Oh, what grade are you in?
I'm in 9th grade.
Does any of this interest you that you've seen so far?
Yeah, totally. Definitely. I am probably going to try the class this year. I mean, not this year, next year.
Yeah. What about the weather? What do you think of this?
God, I hate rain. I like it when I'm inside and it's making a nice sound on the walls, but when I'm wet and cold, it's just no.
All right. Well, thank you. Back to you, Pike.
Wow, well, certainly we like getting the freshman perspectives on things. And can we get an update on what's going on in the gym? Still a whole lot of nothing. Looks deserted. It looks empty. You know, contrary to belief, there is actually very minimal that goes on in the gym lobby. There are intramural sports that go on from time to time in the gym. Right now we're in the middle of IM volleyball, but for the most part, nothing goes on to most people's surprise. And the rain still is coming down on the north side of the school. Volleyball looking interesting. Teams to watch for this IM competition are the 3Q plus 1Q, if you can figure out the joke. Hats off to you. That's led by the teachers. We have a team called CMBMS, which is a team led by senior Rio Huntemer. They're certainly looking to make a strike in the postseason. And the Blue Balls, the defending champions, are looking to repeat. Blue Balls, led by Patrick Jew and Kyle Tannehill, both seniors, and sophomore varsity player Brooke Tannehill, looking to continue the magical run that has been over the last year plus. We're going to get another weather update with Josh Glatt. Josh, any change in the weather?
Not really. I fought off a couple of snotsicles during your little interview. I'm trying to figure out a way to make myself think that I'm warm, internally at least, because it's not happening. There's still heavy rain, flooding, still very much an issue. There is no possibility of snow right now in this local area, but up in Tahoe, there is snow that's coming down, and as of right now, we don't know. There may be some flakes or something coming down up until dinner in the high points of Berkeley.
Certainly something to watch. We're now joined in the booth by junior Jeremy Squanto. Jeremy, you came carrying lunch. Is this lunch from the lunchroom?
No. Okay. No, it is not from the lunchroom.
Well, very tasty nonetheless.
Thank you.
Does any of this seem appealing to you?
Yeah.
Okay, what we have here for this lunch, we have rice, some sort of steamed vegetable. Is that broccoli?
Yeah, it's broccoli.
And I guess some sort of unidentifiable meat.
Yeah, I'm Asian.
No. Did you make this, or was this?
No, my mom made it.
Your mom made it. Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you, mother. Does any of this seem appealing to you? This broadcast journalism?
Yeah, I mean, 6 hours a day for a week, and only having one class. That's pretty fun.
Are you gonna sign up right now?
I
Are you gonna come to the meeting this Friday?
Yeah, I'll come to the meeting this Friday because broadcast journalism is awesome, and Pike is awesome.
I'm not gonna be in the class next year, unfortunately.
Oh.
Now, just so we can work on your broadcasting skills, we're gonna throw it to our gym cam, and I want you to describe what you're seeing.
Can you stand off to the side for a minute? No.
Can we get the gym cam, please?
We're doing a traffic alert. Traffic and weather first. Purdom, sir. Hey, no, you should stand off to the side. We'll get you in a minute.
I see people eating lunch.
Is that common? Do people normally eat lunch in the gym lobby?
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I think a lot of people eat lunch in the gym lobby.
Huh.
He's eating a school lunch, so he's not
How does that look? What do you think that is?
like.
Is that the meatball sandwich?
Yeah.
Looks tasty.
Uh-huh.
Sarcasm. We're now going to throw it back to Josh with a traffic and weather update.
Hi, Pike. Yeah, the rain is still falling. Traffic seems to have let up a bit. There isn't much. There are a
Is
couple
it still
cars
backed
going
up
by.
to Portland?
Yes, it is. That's from what we're getting. We can't see because we have the little theater kind of in the way, but from the report that we're getting, it is. And as you can see there is a bit of flooding that's begun all the way down by the bench.
It's begun.
Where that is. A couple people have
They
tripped
cut back to you.
in that. We also have a guest here. You can come in with me. What is your name?
I'm Daniel. I'm a senior.
Okay, Daniel. Do you drive?
I do.
Has this traffic or the weather affected your driving?
You know, it has. The weather definitely slows down traffic a lot and makes it a lot harder to get to school in the morning.
And now switching subjects, this is a potential class next year. What do you think about that?
I think it's great. I'm sad that I'm a senior, so I won't be able to actually take it. But you know, for all the underclassmen, I think it'll be really great.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Pike, back to you.
Just one last quick question, Josh. Is
yeah.
the traffic extending down to Thousand Oaks and down to Ashbury? We know that Key Route does turn into Ashbury.
Yeah, it does. Well, we can't see. This is all reports that we're getting from secondhand sources. But from what we
the
understand,
Albany Student Broadcasting helicopter?
Exactly. From what we understand, it's wrapping around the school. It's all over here honking. Some annoyed drivers. Yeah, it appears there's...
There is a car in the
Yeah,
middle of the street. Why
in
is
the middle
that
of the
car
street.
there?
We're not sure.
Do we know why?
Reports say that a student is being picked up. It appears to be. We'll follow the developments as they ensue.
Is that a parent or is that an upperclassman taking them on a date?
It appears like it's
The
a
traffic
parent.
is now backing up
Yeah,
from
the
what we
traffic
were
is
seeing.
backing up. We're up to 2 cars. That looks like a Volvo. So these are exciting developments. Now they're going to try to go around, see if that works. Yep. Okay.
All right, well, thanks, Josh. Definitely keep us updated about the freshmen getting picked up.
All right.
We're now joined in the booth by another future anchor, hopefully. What's your name?
Sophia
Sophia, what's your last name?
Schneider.
Sophia Schneider. Does this whole setup look interesting to you? What did you think of that fiasco going on outside with the person getting picked up?
You know, it was pretty cool.
Just one quick second. We have breaking news going on in the gym lobby. Can we get to the
The weather.
Oh,
and I'm not sure
there's some sort of transaction going on. Is that a payoff? We're not sure. Do we have a reporter? Can we find out what's going on? Huh. We are going to have someone there in a minute to keep that story updated. That looked like a money transaction. We're not sure what product was being sold and what just transpired, but hopefully it wasn't anything too illegal. So, Sophia, does this look interesting to you? Do you like being on camera?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty photogenic.
Yeah, no, definitely. Do you like sports?
Yeah.
Do you play any sports?
Yeah.
What sports do you play?
I play softball.
Play softball. Interesting. On the high school team?
Yeah.
Varsity?
No.
What do you think are the prospects for today's game being played?
I think it's not going to be played because it's raining.
Huh. Very interesting. Real quick, Josh, is it still raining outside?
Yeah, Pike, it is raining. Still, it hasn't let up. Nothing really has changed. In terms of traffic, that car has moved, so things seem to be clear. We have a student that's just arriving to school, and I'm here with...
We're going to have to cut back. We're doing an interview going on right now. So, Sophia, will you sign up for this class? Do I have your word? Will you go to the meeting on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is it?
The meeting on Friday will be in room 109, which is Mr. Castle's room down there.
All right.
All right, thank you, Sophia. All right, we're now going to throw it back to that interview outside. We're staying with our traffic and weather reporter, Josh Glatt. Josh, any developments?
Not too many. Cars are still moving. A student just arrived, and someone is just pulling into park. But we have getting a sign. Someone is walking by an umbrella. They look confused. We'll follow those developments as they ensue. I'm here with Jasmine, who's a 10th grader. Jasmine, what do you think of the weather?
It's pretty cold, pretty rainy.
You drive?
No.
Okay. You will be a junior next year.
Yes.
What do you think of potentially making this a class?
This seems pretty cool. I would like that, yeah.
Would you take it if it was offered?
Yes.
Okay. We can go sign up. There's a lunchtime meeting in a few days. Okay. All right. Thank you. Back to you, Pike.
All right, this is Justin. We have a development on that story. There is more eating going on in the gym. We are going to bring you live to the gym lobby where our gym lobby cam is. And we have junior Alvin Dang taking a bite of the crispy chicken wrap. He's chewing. He's swallowing and will soon be digesting. Okay. We don't know if he's live. Does he know we're filming him? Yes, he does. It appears that he's just going about his business. This is breaking news. Alvin Dang is eating his lunch in the gym lobby. We're not sure how long it's going to take. Does he have enough time? There's only 22 minutes before the first bell rings. We don't know how long he waited for his lunch, but we know that he does finally have his lunch and that he is eating it. So definitely something to keep in mind as lunch progresses towards its conclusion in the next 20 minutes or so. Josh, Alvin is looking around. Josh, do you have any experience with Alvin Dang?
I do. I know him. I've known him for
Is he a big
years.
eater?
He can eat. I know we had a AP Comparative Government AP Test study session the other night, and he brought a lot of food, so he was prepared.
So do you think one crispy chicken wrap will be enough to satisfy his hunger?
I don't believe so. I think he's going to have to work a little more, try to find some more things to eat, but eventually he'll be satisfied.
All right. Well, hopefully that'll keep going on. We're now going to bring you back live to our broadcast booth just to show you exactly what's going on. We have plenty of people operating today. Our camera operators are Zoli Calker, Ryan Glatt, and Ori Mayaz. Our technical director is Alex Morales. Stage manager, Huryang Lee. Our director is Mr. Castle. Producer, Mr. Purdom. Field reporter, Josh Glatt. I'm Pike Goldschmidt doing the play-by-play. And a whole lot of moving parts going on. We have our broadcast station set up in the atrium with a bunch of onlookers going on. If you're interested in signing up for broadcast journalism or want to find out more, why don't you sign up? There will be a meeting in room 109 on Friday in the castle to discuss what exactly is going to be going on next year. In essence, it's going to be a class that meets once a week after school. So theoretically, you could just take 4 classes, and then take this one day a week after school, 5 or 6 hours, learn skills one week, put them to use the next. Definitely very interesting. Keep you off the streets. Give you something to do after school if you have no life. Speaking of no life, we're going to go back to our gym cam lobby and see if we have any updates with Alvin Dang. Do we have anything? We do not have a report on Alvin Dang. Oh, there we go. We're back in the gym. People are eating lunch. Josh, have you seen what the lunch looks like today?
We don't. I can't see. I haven't been in the gym. We're out here, but we are following some developing reports. We have reports that someone is trapped in their car out there. If we can zoom in on that.
All right, can we switch to the to our field reporter?
Yeah. We can get that.
There is. Do they have enough food and water? It looks as though
they may be eating something. We're not sure. We're trying to get more reports, but the details aren't coming in right now.
Huh. Well, hopefully you being the investigatory journalist that you are, we'll find out, and hopefully we can have some results in the coming minutes. How's the weather? Any update as opposed to the after-school sports activities going on today?
It appears that they are canceled, or what I'm assuming will be canceled, because I can't figure out how any team could play in this weather.
St. Mary's, I will say that St. Mary's baseball field is turf with a dirt mound and home plate component. Do you think that that game will still be rained out as well?
Okay, well, if it is turf, then it could be soaked up the water. They could dry it sooner. That is possible. Do we know if all the games are home or away?
Let's see. All the games are home except for varsity baseball. Varsity baseball is at St. Mary's. Now, what are the dangers, what are the drawbacks, the advantages of playing baseball on a turf field, Josh? Josh, I know you used to play baseball.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've played your share of games on turf.
Yeah. Turf, it can get hard to field sometimes. Balls can take weird bounces. The one advantage you do have is there generally isn't a problem with dirt, like the dirt rocks that kind of clump up that can cause short hops. And you also don't have as much of a problem when you are fielding. Because
Josh, I hate to interrupt. Can you get an opinion of these people walking by right now? What they think of turf?
Oh, nope. Too late. They were on a mission. They wanted to leave.
All right. Well, hopefully we can get some opinions in the future. Maybe there's someone in AP Environmental Science or Chevison.
Yeah.
Is it harder to knock dirt off your cleats in the rain, Josh?
Yeah. It will get muddy. It will get stuck. You will need tools more than just your fingers or the end of a bat like I used to use. And it will make it harder to run because of that. You need to make sure you clean off your cleats in between innings because running up and down the baseline, you want that leverage in your cleats, and the dirt just fills up in there, and it becomes just a flat shoe.
Is swimming going to be inside or outside today for their practice?
I believe that it's going to remain outside. I know yesterday was raining, and it was outside also. So I don't know why they would change it. It doesn't seem like it's raining as hard, but then again, I don't quite know all the details.
Swimming does have a meet this coming Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 at the El Cerrito Swimming Pool, which is on Mosier. Any thoughts on that, Josh?
Well, it's going to be a tough matchup for both teams. Albany is favored. They have a good record over the last couple of years against El Cerrito. They won last year. They finished on top in their league, their respective league. El Cerrito, I'm not quite sure how they finished or if they're even in the same league. So it will be a tough one. It will be a battle all the way to the end.
All right, thank you, Josh. Can we throw it to our gym cam lobby?
You're not getting anything?
Our gym lobby cam to find out exactly what is going on. We have an update in the Alvin Dang lunch eating saga that we're hopefully going to report to you soon.
Does it work?
Is our camera operating?
Hello.
Let's go to Near.
It's good? It's good? Okay.
How's the gym lobby today?
It's very crowded, and it's crowded and very exciting.
Near, if you can find
Whoa!
out what are the exit polls showing for their opinion of lunch today? What are the people in the lobby thinking? And is this going to have an impact?
I'm here in the gym lobby, and it's very loud and very exciting, fun, full of people. You guys want to talk?
So wait, what did you have for lunch today?
I had a ham sandwich with jelly on it. It's really good. I have ham, lettuce, and cucumber, and cheese.
All right, we're going to throw it back to the main studio now. Just a reminder to continue on swimming. First home meet ever at the Albany Aquatic Facilities on the corner of Key Route and Portland will be next Friday, if I have this right. not next Friday, next Thursday from 3:30 to 6:30 against Piedmont. We're going to have a lot of records made and broken immediately afterward because it is the first swim meet at the new facility. I'm joined now by a new person. What's your name, new person?
Daisy.
Daisy, what's your last name?
Shea.
Daisy Shea?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Daisy. I'm Pike. Hi. What do you think of swimming? Do you do swimming?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Okay, what do you think the prospects are for Albany to upset Piedmont next week?
We're going to win for sure. We have a really strong team.
Good. Who are the top performers?
Albert Shaw, definitely. Julie Ann, I think. She's pretty good too. But that's all I know for now.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, quick question. Does this whole setup look interesting to you?
Yeah, I walked down wondering what this was about. And
Would this be something that you'd be interested in finding more about, maybe taking it as a class next year? It's only going to be 1 day a week after school.
yeah, this is really interesting.
And you're on the swim team.
I was.
You were on the swim team. Okay, well, even if you do sports, they will work around your schedule to make sure you can participate in this class. It's not extracurricular. It's a class. You get credit for it. Does that sound enticing?
Yeah, it's really cool. I can't wait. It's actually, yeah, it's really cool.
What grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
Okay, cool. So this will be perfect for senior year. All right, well, thank you so much, Daisy. We're now going to throw it back out to our traffic and weather reporter, Josh Glad. Josh, any updates on the weather?
Well, it seems the rain is falling straight down now. It's not going from right to left. I have switched microphone hands because I'm trying to regain circulation in my right hand and warm it up. We still are following the developments of the person that's trapped in their car. They appear to still be in there, so we have to stay tuned for that. We can't tell what they're doing, if they're reading or writing.
Has the police department gotten involved in maybe helping this person get out of their car?
We did see an officer drive by, but they just drove by. They didn't stop. We need to check up on that. We believe that they should be arriving shortly.
Certainly something that needs to be watched in the city of Albany. Growing concern at the lack of police activity in helping its citizens. So definitely something that's causing outrage. We're now going to throw it to our gym cam, and we're going to find out, is Alvin Dang finished with his lunch? Josh looks incredibly wet.
Yeah, I am.
April. Hi, I'm talking to April right here.
Can we find out if
do you know
Alvin's
what's going
done
on
with
right now?
his lunch?
No, I do not know what's going on right now.
Are you curious?
Yes, I'm wondering why you guys are setting up this camera.
What are, Hurriyang, can you hear me? Hurriyang, can you hear me? All right.
Am I on?
We're hoping to find out in a minute what the exit polls are showing about lunch today. Are they going to keep serving meatball sandwiches and crispy chicken wraps? We're losing communication, and hopefully we'll have that up shortly. We're having some technical difficulty, folks, and hopefully we'll get back underway in just a few short seconds.
Oh, cool. Would you want to take a class in broadcast journalism next year?
I was actually thinking of taking it next year.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Would you be a camera operator or a announcer?
I kind of wanted to be the camera operator because I like, looking at it from different views and stuff. And I don't really like talking that much, like right now.
Yeah, I don't like talking either.
Certainly April looks very uncomfortable.
What'd you have for lunch today?
I had a Vietnamese sandwich that my mom made.
What'd you do for lunch?
I went to Key Club.
What's that?
It's an international club, and we do service projects.
What's your upcoming event?
Are you guys supposed to only ask me random questions right now? Just like
I am done. Thank you, April.
All right, well, certainly it appears that we've lost Alvin Dang for the meantime, but as soon as... Oh, we have a weather update with Josh. Josh, what's it looking like out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's still wet, very wet. There's still no update on the person that's locked in their car from what we can understand. People are arriving back at school because it's ending shortly, and I'm here with the very popular Spanish teacher, Profe.
Hola, and I just want to say I'm standing in the rain not only to help these guys with their, con su proyecto, pero sino también quiero que vengan a la escena internacional este viernes. desde las 5 hasta las 7 en el salón de propósito, okay, multi-purpose room, International Potluck this Friday. Y, ¿qué tal, chicos? ¿Estudias español todavía?
We are having trouble with our, just one second, Josh. We are having trouble with our Spanish simulcast,
see?
Albany Student Broadcasting Espanol, which is on channel 33A. That is a simulcast. It appears we're having some technical difficulties. We'll have that in line in a minute with the proper translation. Josh, did you catch anything that she said?
Not really. I tried. She's explaining it to me as we switched to another camera. She explained some of it, this is disappointing because I had her last year. So I have dropped off a bit. Un poco.
Okay.
Back to you, Pike.
Still more trouble, as you can tell.
Right, thank you.
We're now going to throw it back to our gym lobby. We're just going to take a quick peek and see if we have found Alvin Dang again. Have we found Alvin? Still no Alvin. Well, he's disappeared. Oh, he's in the back corner, it appears. Can we zoom in on Alvin? Can we move Her Yang out of the way and zoom in on Alvin Dang and his lunch? It appears Alvin has finished his crispy chicken sandwich and is now moving on to some sort of secondary snack. As soon as we know more about the secondary snack, we'll have an update. But again, Alvin has finished his main lunch and is now on to his secondary snacks. So now we're now joined in the studio with, oh, that was kind of attractive actually. We're now joined in the studio with sophomore Grant Black. Grant, any thoughts on the Alvin Dang story?
I believe that it is actually a quite interesting story here. As he once had his sandwich at first, he finished it immediately after he ate it, which is very rare for high school students these days. As you can see, if we could cut back to Alvin for a minute, he is now laughing with his friends after eating his snack. That could be considered dangerous in many countries. You see, if you have food in your mouth and you laugh, you might die.
He's getting up to leave.
He's getting up to leave.
So the digestion, what Grant is talking about is that digestion may not be complete, which may cause choking. We're not sure exactly. We're trying to find our chief biologist, Maureen Weiser, but she's unavailable for comment right now. But if we're not mistaken, Alvin Grant might be choking. Back to Josh with a weather update.
Okay, hi. I'm being overtaken. Quickly with the weather, it's still wet, still very rainy. More cars are coming, and still that person seems to be trapped. There's someone attempting a parallel park diagonal from me. You can't see that, but it's over there. And how many people are here? Four? Four people. Can we get, like, names?
MMG crew. Leticia, Margarita, Tequila, Nancy.
Hi. What grades you guys in?
10. Sophomore. 10. Junior. Woo!
Okay. Do you guys understand what's happening today with all the cameras?
No.
Would you be interested if this was a class offer next year to take it?
Yes.
Okay. One-word answers are great. You could, if you want to, and you're interested, on Friday there's an informational meeting in 214. So I'll see you guys there.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we're going to come back in here. Some breaking news. The Albany St. Mary's varsity baseball game at St. Mary's High School in Berkeley, California has been canceled due to inclement weather. Practice for the varsity players will be held at 5 o'clock in the gym. Again, game has been canceled. Grant, do you like this whole setup? Do you like talking in front of the camera? You like talking?
Beautiful.
Would you want to take this class next year?
I would love to take this class next year.
Are you going to go sign up right now?
I'm going to go sign up right now.
All right, so our first enthusiastic student of the day. That is a first enthusiastic student. Back to the weather report with Josh Glatt. Josh, still coming down out there?
Yeah, it's still coming down. It's clear.
Thank you, Josh.
Yep.
All right, and Gym Cam Lobby, any update? Has Alvin disappeared totally? Do we have word? We have word that Alvin Dang has left the gym lobby. Oh, he has come back. He has thrown his trash away. The wild Josh. The wild Alvin in his natural habitat. Back to Josh with another weather report.
Pike, it seems like it's coming down harder now, at least from what I can hear that's bouncing off my hood. It's coming down harder. It's angled a little more. There's a drop right here, which would be significant because...
Do you think this weather will let up by the time sixth period begins in 10 minutes?
I don't believe so. It looks like it's just starting up again, to be honest. It's getting louder and stronger. And more people are headed to class.
Are you wet underneath? Or are you doing dry?
I think part of me is a little wet. Wherever the water came down through the suit, through this salmon fishing suit. Yeah, my shoes, though, if we want to get wet here.
What's up with the shoes?
They are very wet. They are soaked, if we can zoom in on that. They didn't start out this way. I'm sure here, we can do a side-by-side comparison. The wet part is the end here where my toes are, and this is dry.
Wow.
Very different. Yeah, it's getting wet out here.
The contrast is very apparent, Josh. Thank you for showing us that.
Yeah.
Definitely an inconvenience and maybe even a safety hazard as he walks inside on the newly waxed floor.
Definitely.
Anyway, we're just about going to wrap up our broadcast of lunch. If you think this was interesting, if you want to do real broadcasting, think about joining Albany broadcast journalism class next year. It's going to be offered 1 day a week for about 4 or 5 hours, practice 1 week, performance the next, covering sports, community activities, art and choir performances, you name it, we'll do it. Anyway, that's going to do it for our broadcast. Pike Goldstein for Albany Student Broadcasting saying so long, and we'll see you next time from Wonderful Lunch. Oh, we have more breaking news from the gym lobby. Just 1 second. We are not going to end our broadcast. There is new news coming from the gym lobby. Can we get to the lobby cam?
Yep.
Lobby cam is down. Lobby cam is back up. There are people standing in the lobby towards the camera. I haven't seen the lobby this populated since probably 4th period PE was ending up and the kids were waiting to go out for lunch. It is packed. It is hot. An exit poll is showing that people are not ready for lunch to be over. And we are... All right, well, certainly we'll keep that posted. You'll find out in our after-school broadcast. We're going to hopefully get one more weather report. We are having one more weather report from lunch. Josh, any updates in the weather? Josh, all right, you might have trouble seeing this, but Josh is standing in a puddle in the rain. That rain is definitely coming down hard, causing an inconvenience to drivers and homeowners alike in the Albany. That's going to do it. Stay dry, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you in Albany's broadcast journalism class next year. So long, everybody. Please stay dry.